Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Musings of Star Anish. Now, one of the most important thing I've learned while going to work for myself and extended business and blah 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 is to be able to say no is a very important skill. Now, I'll tell you one reason why you should say no because you're going to hate yourself for saying yes to things. Few things, not all things. Few things you are going to find yourself that I should have just not taken this up, but then you don't run the math properly in your head. Now, when I say math, it's not just the monetary value, there's also an intrinsic value attached to work that you do. Let's say you are going to put out a piece of work that's going to cost you 10,000 bucks. Okay. But then the client comes, whoever is hiring you says that, no, I can pay you nine. So you've already, lost out on 1,000 rupees. And you've also lost out on a lot of self esteem if you agree to this person for doing it for nine. Now, if you have the wiggle room of that 1,000 rupees, please by all means go ahead and do the work. But if you don't have the wiggle room, don't negotiate, don't lose out on a negotiation. All negotiations are supposed to be where both of you have some kind of winning. Now, we will not go into that right now, but at least figure out what the different values are that are associated with the product or service that you're offering. There's a definite value of 1 rupee for this matchbox, 75 paisa, whatever is an old matchbox. But the other value is that I have this matchbox and somebody else who's standing next to me doesn't but needs fire. So that time this matchbox is not just worth 1 rupee. There's a lot more value attached to it. So when you are running a maths, understand that there are multiple layers of value attached to your product or service and include that value in your mathematics. And if it doesn't work out, please, please, please have the courage to say no. Because if you do say yes, then you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna hate doing that work, and you're gonna do a half-ass job. Trust me, you are. Yeah, something I learned way, way, way back from my days as a freelance photographer, where 2,500 rupees was what I would charge for a shoot for a whole day, for a 4 hour shift or something. I can't remember very well. And then there'll be people who will come and say that, hey, can you do it for 500? No, actually, that's right now. Like, there is no value for photographers. But I think people have asked me if I could do it for 1,500. I have. And the sheer amount of physical work involved in 4 hours is not worth 1,500. Forget about the creative inputs and aspects that I'm delivering and putting into the photographs and setting up lights and moving around and jumping around and having forethought into the shot and all that. Forget that value. Just sheer amount of physical labor of running around for 4 hours is not worth 1,500. So after a point in my life, I realized that forget about the creativity and all that. I'm not doing this shit for 1,500, and I stopped doing it. And what happened after that? Yeah, I started getting better projects. I started getting better projects from people who are willing to pay. It's the cheapos who don't have the money to pay, who don't have a vision anyway. I started getting better projects from people who had better vision. So I think that was a fucking fantastic thing that I did, where I started saying 1,500 not worth my time. Just not worth the effort. Forget about the skill. It's just not worth the manual labor. That being said, thanks for tuning in.